Hey everybody, it's Crash and Hadako. And so man, oh yeah. Yeah, you can say that again. What, the noise or just the words? Both? I don't know. Either one. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. Um so this is going to be really brief. Um we're going to cut right to the chase. Uh You may have noticed that there's been a little dip in content lately. Quite a bit, in fact. A small dip, in fact. Not just on his end and not just on my end. Not just on all the players involved, but just in general. There's been a lack of updates, content, and just overall things that are happening. Oh yeah. We want to briefly explain it, kind of give you guys a 411 as to what's happening. And again, just be as transparent as possible because that's what we do around here. So, we're not gonna, bullshit you guys. So, no. So, and then there's the curse word so that YouTube knows that this is a, you know, adult video, I guess. Oh yeah, because God forbid you say the word fuck. I know. It's whatever. Anyhow, um, do you want to go first on this one for a change of pace? I'll start. Um, so we had originally planned to have a lot of people band together and show up a couple weeks ago for a recording session for essentially the finale of year 2 when it came to the multiverse lore stuff, which is all the misadventures and all the, cosmic, metaphysical, and spiritual and emotional audio transmissions and audio dramas that, a lot of people watch, a lot of people tune into, listen, and all that, and keep up to date on mine and Crash's slash John's misadventures, along with, all the players involved, all the characters involved. And we were going to finally sit down and actually, like, record the results of Crash's DNA test from about a year ago because they finally came in. And we wanted to kind of do it as sort of a big grand finale for year 2. Well, little to nobody showed up for it. Um, Everyone we asked to show up for it didn't show. And when we put out the big video, telling people, hey, you're cordially invited, hop on the Discord, be part of the big reveal, jump in for the recording, all that. Nobody watched it. Nobody cared. So, kind of broke mine and his heart a little bit. Not gonna lie, it stung. Um, so instead, what we're doing is sort of reworking and retooling the whole thing because we're still gonna reveal the results of the canonical DNA test that he took, which I'm surprised it really did take a year. I told you guys the results would take a while. They really thoroughly go through your lineage. So, your lineage. True. But we're going to retool it. We're going to rework some things and we're going to do it a different way cuz the whole point is we wanted a genuine actual reaction from people live during the audio transmission recording. But again, nobody showed up. So, which kind of bummed us both out. It kind of threw us in a bit of a rot. It threw us in a little bit of a like we just got bummed out. There's no better way to say it. It threw us into a little bit of a depression. Especially because we've worked so hard to build up to this moment and, have it be a satisfying payoff, and to find out that most of you, and along with most of the audience and most of everybody who's been a part of the multiverse lore, transmissions and audio recordings and all of our metaphysical adventures and stuff, have not even watched any of it. They haven't watched year 2, they haven't watched year 1, they haven't watched year 0. So it's kind of defeatist, if you will. And it did also kind of, like I say, bum us both out. So it's like, well, and that's the tricky thing with, creating stuff online together is, we're in this relationship together. We love each other. We care about each other. We juggle back and forth between what we like and what we dislike. But I don't want to be the fucking guy that all he does is upload Taco Bell taste tests and Doritos taste tests and, fucking what's the newest Coca-Cola flavor, and that be the only content that I'm known for. That's lame. That's stupid. I'm not that guy. And I'm not, the badass, beautiful, space alien bitch that wants to be known for just, oh, well, I like horror movies. Oh, I like rock and roll. Oh, well, I'm big into music. I don't want to be just known for that and Dr. Pepper. So, so we're kind of retooling some stuff behind the scenes. We're making improvements. So the second reason is, I'm just going to flat out say it. A couple weeks back, I had to work 8 days in a row at my retail job because I got to pay for the lights. I got to pay for bills. I got to pay for groceries. I mean, I got to keep my place afloat. So, and I had to work like a lot of hours. And I was really exhausted from that whole week. So, any time off that I had was literally spent just recuperating, like physically, from my job. So, which was justified. That's the reason why you didn't do much in terms of content. So, yeah. So there's that. So I didn't do any uploading or streaming for a while because of that. The other issue too is, excuse me. So I've said this once before and I'll say it again, but the way YouTube and Twitch and also Facebook, TikTok, Kick, all these websites and social medias, they don't really support variety content streams. When it comes to streaming, like a lot of them don't really fully support the idea of, oh, we're going to play a little video games, then do a taste test, and do a mental health PSA, then do a tier list, and do a sketch comedy bit. Like, a lot of variety show level producing is not fully supported on social media. And I love doing that stuff. And so do all my friends. And so do all my metaphysical friends. And so does Hanako's friends. And so does everybody. But it's not a format that gains a lot of reach. Yeah. So, and the reason why Crashbox was as fun as it was Crashbox Season 1 was produced because of the fact that I just got to have fun doing stuff. And companies sent me stuff, and I got to build a sort of loot box themed show around that. Um, which part of the reason why we haven't been streaming and uploading as well too is because we're currently editing and rendering and tweaking a lot of things for season 2 of Crashbox, but we're also working on season 2 of That's Some Good Eats. We're working on season 2 of Cooking with Crash. Hanako is starting up a few like projects of her own that she wants to do. Oh yeah, I'm working on a few things on the back burner as well. I'm working on kind of like a music project that I want to do with some friends. I'm working on a sort of like review series that I kind of want to do. There's quite a lot. So, my God, Discord's going off like crazy. I know. Um, so there's a lot. Um, and the other thing too is, so when it comes to the gaming stuff, we don't typically stream on both YouTube and Twitch with a lot of the gaming stuff. I know him and I like to keep that kind of separate, but we kind of experimented a little bit with multi-streaming our gaming stuff on Twitch and YouTube, and it's pulled in some viewership, question mark. I guess a little bit. It's not pulled in like a lot more than I had hoped, but it's definitely pulled something in. So yeah. So we've experimented with a few games, like Borderlands 3, Raft, and Helldivers, and a few other things. But again, I don't know if people are actually watching the gaming streams on Twitch and YouTube, or if they're watching them just on Twitch or just on YouTube, or what's going on. So I guess give us some feedback. Give us some data down below. Let us know what you guys would be interested in seeing, because data is key. And then lastly, the other reason why we haven't been streaming and uploading as much is we've just been tired. Work has been busting both our asses. I have a job metaphysically that I go to every day. He has a job that he goes to physically every day. And he also, as you guys know, if you watched the multiverse lore stuff, as Crash is now a investigator, part of his metaphysical job is to go to different galaxies and universes and places and go be a, freelance investigator that's contracted by the GSPB. Needless to say, we're constantly working our butts off, and there's not enough time in the world for both of us, physically and metaphysically, to be in multiple places at once. Oh yeah. So, regardless, we're steaming along, but we're tired, we're running out of steam, and we've been working on so much behind the scenes that it's not even funny. Oh yeah, 100%. It's not even funny. Like, I not to show off some sneak peeks, but like, I mean you could. Yeah, I could show off a few sneak peeks real quick, just to like wet the whistle, so to speak. So, wet the whistle. Yeah, just to sort of wet the whistle, so to speak. So like, we've been commissioning artists including our dearest friend, Smiley Juice, who's been working on some FLCL inspired art for us. That's actually going to be in upcoming social media stuff and video stuff. So there's stuff like that's been worked on. Our good buddy Brandtendo has also been working on some assets and stuff for us that we're using for a side project. One of the things is actually kind of a nifty background that he did for us. Oh yeah, absolutely. If I can find it. Yeah, like it's here, but point is there's been a lot that he's worked on with us. We're commissioning a artist that we found on Twitter and Twitch that we really like, called CD-ROM Arts, who we've watched their streams a bit and stuff, and we want to commission them to do some stuff, potentially for like the streams and the episodes and multiverse lore and kind of stuff like that. So I was gonna say, can't you pull up the message from? Yep, I'm doing that right now, actually. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go. So like, he worked on this really cool like spacey background for us, that we're gonna wind up also using for like a project in the future too, just to show off like a little bit of it. So, which I think is really cool. There's quite a lot that we're working on the back burner. So, we got some new Synergy content coming out soon, including a movie review of a particular movie that I got to go to for a breakfast event that they had, as you guys can see. So, which was super fun, and I want to do like a whole like big Looney Tunes-esque, ode to stream or video for it. So that's gonna be fun. We're working on some new movie reviews coming up for Movie Time of Crash. We've got Discord exclusives that are coming out, as well as, believe it or not, Patreon exclusives. Yeah, I was gonna say. So we're gonna be dropping, believe it or not, our first ever batch of Patreon exclusives that are gonna be on there. So if you want to check those out for yourselves, you can head on over to patreon.com/CrashSmash01, and you could pay anywhere from $1, $5, even, or $3, or even $10, and gain access to some pretty nifty uncut stuff. So, the other thing too I'm working on as well, you guys won't be able to see it as much, but I'm working on playing around with, a green screen.
Test.
As you guys can see. So like, the footage is a little but like, I'm working on it. I had to record it on my recent laptop. So, but needless to say, it is in fact being worked on. There's some green screen stuff happening. So, yeah. So, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that's happening. So just give us some time. Be patient. We're gonna have more gaming streams coming in the future, including some brand new games that are coming, pretty soon, right? Some brand new games are gonna be coming soon. So, those are definitely gonna be fun. Oh yeah. And, we got a lot of exciting stuff on the way. Be sure to check out the socials, as that's where you're going to hear a lot of updates first. And then if you want actual sneak peeks, like what you just saw and more, head on over to the Patreon. That's pretty much it, huh? Other than just what? Us recovering from the crazy work weeks. Mm-hmm. But we also got some new tech we're playing around with, including a new headset, a new pop filter mic. We're getting the green screen working like he said. There's a lot. Plus, we also have some additional new like pre-rendered green screen stuff that we're working on as well too, like this little space little space loops that we have that you'll probably see. So, stuff like that. So, needless to say, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for being patient. Normally this type of stuff would be a Wumpin' update, but we don't have any big announcements to create or share or anything other than just be patient with us. That's all we ask. But thank you all for the support so much. Thank you all so much for loyalty. Thank you all so much for love. We do also have some stuff additionally coming to the Team Abnormalities channel. But more details will be released later on as it goes. But for now, that's it. We love you. Thank you so much for supporting us beyond the stars. Go watch all the multiverse lore stuff. Catch up to speed. Yeah, catch up to speed. It's important. There's canonical sci-fi audio drama lore stuff happening from all our spiritual and metaphysical and galactic and cosmic and gaming adventures, and then some, and some FLCL lore stuff from my timeline that's in there too. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We're gonna be tackling some more Fooly Cooly related ideas and stuff as well too. So, oh yeah. Anyhow, that's about it. See ya. Bye, Peon.